Hey YouTube, this Spinach Man coming to you, and what we want to do today is show you how to make baby food, and I'm going to use applesauce as an example. So we're going to start with some fresh apples, and so here's one thing that's really important. Now if you have a baby, I would suggest peeling them. Okay, so I didn't peel this all the way, but peel your apple. Another thing that's going to be very important is you don't want to leave the seeds or the core in. So when we do this, I want you to cut that all out. If we were juicing it, it's different because the Vitamix will liquefy this, but this is going to be a different texture, okay? So we're going to cut that out in the center. You see that? Don't leave that in there, okay? And then what you're going to do, you can throw all that. Now, again, if you're a little bit older, if your kids are older, or even for adults, you can put the peel in there. Some people love the peel, but for babies, I usually peel it, okay? So this is just for demonstration purposes, but giving you different ideas of how to do this. All right, so I'm going to throw that all in the Vitamix. Now some apples, hey guys, if you're not using organic apples, sometimes they're not as sweet. So if you want to add a little bit of sweetness to it, add maybe a pitted date or two, okay? You can use that, or try a little bit of honey. Okay, you can put a little bit of raw honey in there. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon in here as well, guys. So our apple sauce is going to taste pretty yummy. I'm going to add a little bit of honey because I know these aren't organic Fuji apples. Drop just a little bit of honey in there. And again, that's up to you. Okay, what you want to do, it's up to you. And then what you're going to do with your Vitamix, if you have a 5200, start it off on 1. Your 6300, and what I'll do is just turn it on, get things started. Grab your tamper tool, and then we're going to just push that all down in the blade on the low setting. So you see how I'm getting that all started, you guys? Now the great thing about making fresh applesauce is that guess what? You're going to save a lot of money, and this is fresh. So look at that. We've already started to work the apples into something that's starting to resemble applesauce. Then I start to turn it up a little bit, maybe to 3, and I get it moving again. So I keep the tamper stick moving around, and now it's starting to look like even more like applesauce. Now to puree it a little bit more, I start to turn it up. So now I've got a nice, so you could have a very textured applesauce or a very smooth applesauce. So if you keep it on 1 or 2, right, it's going to be more textured. If you put it on 3 or 4, you're going to have that type of texture in your applesauce. So you got fresh applesauce, guys. So more recipes are at www.spinachman.com. You can also get a Vitamix from me if you don't have one yet. We'll see you later.